This podcast has been rated 18. Anyone offended by profanity or strong humour has been advised.
TSUNAMICAST is the wave that's crashing. With Tsunami Lord and Caiger, they're always action-packed in. Dive right in, there's no time to waste. Catch the big wave, feel the thrill and taste. TSUNAMICAST, surfing with Tsunami Lord and Caiger. They'll keep you rolling, you know where it's at. Catch the tide, no better way to ride. In the wave of talk, where the fun won't hide. From the shore to the deep, they're bringing the heat. Tsunami Lord and Caiger, they're the show you can't beat. Big ideas, waves of thought to explore. With Tsunami Lord and Caiger, you'll always want more. TSUNAMICAST, surfing with Tsunami Lord and Caiger. They'll keep you rolling, you know where it's at. Catch the tide, no better way to ride. In the wave of talk, where the fun won't hide. Hold on tight. Tsunami Lord and Caiger, riding this wave. TSUNAMICAST. TSUNAMICAST, surfing with Tsunami Lord and Caiger. They'll keep you rolling, you know where it's at. Catch the tide, no better way to ride. In the wave of talk, where the fun won't hide. Hold on tight. Tsunami Lord and Caiger, riding this wave. TSUNAMICAST.
Hey guys, and welcome to TSUNAMICAST. I am Tsunami Lord, and this is TSUNAMICAST. Today's episode we're going to talk about true crime. Not just any type of true crime, not murder, no, hacking. This true crime story, you probably remember it from when you were a kid. Around about Christmas time, you open your new consoles, Xbox Ones, PlayStation 4s, and you couldn't go online because Xbox was hit by the Lizard Squad. Now, before I get into the Lizard Squad story / case study, I'm going to get straight into what I did as a degree. Summarise it. My degree that I graduated in from university is a digital forensics degree, which means I analyse digital information and I image phones, laptops, and a variety of digital mediums, storage mediums, to get data and to prove or disprove anything criminal, or just simply to prove or to see how things happened, or to catch criminals, etc. Anyway, that's that summed down. We might use a variety of digital tools that help us get into file systems, recover text messages, recover images, phone calls, pieces of audio, you name it. We can sort of get most things and recover them. Let's get right into the show, and I'm going to be using a website to sort of get my information about it, because I don't know, well, I remember some of it, but I've just got a website up, if we're on stage, I've got a website up just so I can correct myself if I am wrong. Anyway, 1 second. Let me just get. Let me just get something that's a little bit more suitable. Right, here we go. Once I sort everything out, then this should be alright. Here we go. So, back in 2014, around Christmas time, a hacking group called the Lizard Squad came into the public eye, mainstream media. The Lizard Squad was basically a group of hackers who decided to launch DDoS attacks on video game servers such as League of Legends, run by big gaming companies such as Blizzard, and then they started going after bigger gaming companies such as PlayStation and Xbox, and literally shut down all of their online core resources and servers using a denial of service attack, i.e. DDoS. The attacks basically on their networks were devastating. And they affected gaming for a day to a few days, and shut down all gaming activity on those servers and stopped any gaming service from being provided. At the time, the news of these attacks would have been in most mainstream media outlets such as newspapers, social media, YouTube. Nothing like TikTok or anything like TikTok like we have today. Probably, yeah. Now, all the stuff that Lizard Squad did was sending a load internet traffic to Xboxes, Blizzard, Nintendo, all the gaming services. They were I don't know if Nintendo was actually involved, but they were send them to the servers to stop them from working properly, and to stop any service or any services being provided by the gaming companies from working. Now, what I'm going to get into is the motive of why Lizard Squad did it, and it wasn't, of course, it wasn't for money or anything. It was just for fame and notoriety. It was just so that they could be famous, be the hacking group that took down such and such, and they brought a lot of tyranny and destruction to Xbox Live and PlayStation networks. They basically made the servers, the service, the Xbox Live and PlayStation Network inoperable, so it wouldn't work. They even targeted specific online services, such as online gaming services, and they impacted really big name games such as Call of Duty, FIFA, Destiny, and yeah. And then obviously they were posting what they were doing on their Twitter account, and also, if you didn't know this, fun fact, they had a botnet. Lizard Squad had a powerful, widely distributed botnet. I think it was approaching like 2,000 bots in total. And obviously what you gotta know is at the time they didn't know who the members of Lizard Squad was, and this is where like digital forensics comes in, where the digital detectives or the digital crime scene specialists do their work. So yeah. I don't know what's happening. I'm trying to just get something up off my laptop. I'm setting for this. Now I'm gonna talk about how like Lizard Squad were caught. So basically, Lizard Squad were initially drew the attention of US authorities during an investigation at phonebomber.net. Now, if you don't know what a phone bomber is or an SMS bomber, basically what they are is they're like a sort of like the sort of like a tool where you can harass people. You can pay to have like spoof harass like literally bombardment of like text messages, and like to harass people or victims that you want to harass if you pay a certain fee. But you can sort of like track phone bombers. And it was like through phone bombing and stuff like that. Then they managed to like sort of like catch them. I mean, like, I understand. I'm going to research something here because I'm starting to forget major things. Sorry. Yeah, so these attacks that these phone bombing attacks that they were doing targeted various victims, including gaming, entertainment, media companies, and relied on massive. This is according to justice.gov, an American website. So one of the people used online screeners such as Fibrialeuropean, Exo the Poodle, and Lizard, and So like they found their usernames and they were able to trace them through their usernames. So the hackers were literally, some of them, I think some, like they were American and Dutch hackers, Lizard Squad, and they basically found them via that. I'm going to search what the sentence was. Yeah, they also faced like jail time, but it doesn't say that. I can't find anything that says like how long they serve. So one of them was arrested on the terms of suspicion of fraud by false representation and the Computer Misuse Act offence. Now, for those who are not, I mean, people who watch my podcast and actually on my course fucking know what the Computer Misuse Act is. We got it drilled into our heads. But I'm just gonna read the generic and just gonna read it for you guys. Well, the summary. The Computer Misuse Act 1990 CMA is a UK law that criminalises unauthorised access to computer systems and data, as well as the creation and use of tools for such access, such as cyber attacks, malware. It was introduced to protect the integrity and security of computer systems and data. So, the key provisions of this is unauthorized access, intent to impair, creating and distributing tools, unauthorized acts causing or risking damage. Intent is basically crucial in this sort of like charge. So now that I've talked a little bit about that, I'm going to talk a bit about how, like, I as a digital forensic analyst would analyse or investigate. So say for example I'm in the DFU lab and this specific case gets dropped on my thing and I want to try and find out as much as I can about these guys, and say it's like we get like the laptops and the servers. Immediately I start to double glove and I'd take out of the packaging that's packaged in, and I'd check to see if the continuity labels were done properly. If they weren't, I'd then take it up with obviously the senior officer in charge of the case to let them know about any like continuation errors, etc. But here's the thing. After I'd double glove, I'd start taking photographs of how I received said device. For example, a laptop, I'd take a photograph of the top, the bottom, the sides, underneath, the screen, the keyboard, any ports that it has, basically everything about that device. Even the charger cables, everything. I'd take photographs of everything. And I'd obviously say, this is, I've took images, like in my case notes, I'd start to go, I took photographs, should I say, of evidence LJF, evidence TSU, TSU1, shall we say. I took evidence photographs of a device TSU1, and I'd start saying, I found this and this about the device. I'm now removing the hard drive. The hard drive TSU2 is a Western Digital hard drive. It's 200 gigabytes, for example. It's SATA connectors, etc. And I'd then say I'm now plugging it into my docking station, which is connected into a write blocker, which is connected into my forensic workstation. Now, a write blocker basically is a tool that stops you from the suspect or the evidence hard drive from speaking with your hard drive, so there's no like destruction or there's no editing of like original data. The original data is kept safe, so there's no contact, there's no talking. It just allows you to read and not like write, if you know what I mean. Then after that, I'd start to image the hard drive in a hard drive imaging tool, and then I'd put it in like an investigative software, and I'd investigate the hard drive, and I'd start to look for like key pieces of information such as like malware and like passwords and websites and like data linking to Sony and to Xbox and to anything of that matter until I've finished looking. There's nothing left to find, and then I'd start writing down my professional statement and basically detailing what I did. But in like your case notes, you're sort of telling them what you're doing as well, step by step, just so that like whoever reads it, like your officer in charge, knows what you've done step by step. So they know, so you can say I did this, this, and this. So then later on the line, if like there's a problem and they look at your thing, they can say, oh, he did this, and this, and if you haven't done anything wrong, then you're good. So yeah, that's what I do digital forensically. It's a lot different when it's like network forensics though. Network forensics is a little bit, well, it's not different, but it's a different like realm of digital forensics in a way. So yeah, I mean, obviously, Lizard Squad did it to like a massive like server, like massive amounts of servers, because obviously those big gaming tech giants are going to be like big and massive, and they're going to have loads and loads and loads and loads and loads because they're web, like their businesses. But if you say, for example, it's like a home network, you're not really gonna, it's not really gonna take ages because it's a small little tiny network compared to a massive big network that's owned by a company or a business. So yeah. But obviously, while I'm investigating, I'm actually gonna say, while I'm investigating, of course, I'm gonna follow ISO 17025, and I'm gonna also follow the ACPOL principles. ACPOL principles, basically, just like ISO 17025, it's like guidelines that we follow, and that it's like a strict set of guidelines we must follow when we're investigating devices. And like they tell us, like, obviously take the risk only if necessary, etc. I'm not gonna go into them, but yeah, that's sort of the digital forensic side of stuff for me. I'm not gonna go into mass detail because I don't want to obviously blow people's minds and go technical and start talking technical technical language to people. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about, now that I've finished the true crime thing, sorry if it's like a quick episode, I'm rushing to get a lot of stuff done for a load of future stuff, so sorry about that. But Tuesday, save it, Tuesday, I'll bring up a screen. A Tuesday, the 3rd of June, we are going to be redeemed at 8 PM. So yeah, what I'm gonna get into at the moment is I was going to get into something important. One second. Come on. That's it. I'm going to go on my channel. Not TSUNAMICAST channel. And as you can see, it says we're live. But I just want to show you something. So, this is the description now, right? It says, "Hey folks, welcome to TSUNAMICAST. Hosted by the amazing trio." Used to say duo. This is the dynamic duo. Now it says amazing trio. Tsunami Lord, Caiger, Carrot, and the Redeemer. I'm just gonna edit that. One second, people. We're gonna edit that. I don't think he actually wants 796 in anymore. Does that mean like Yes. Publish. Right, so now if I do this and we refresh. Well, there it says TSUNAMICAST is, and it literally says there the Redeemer is now added. Here's, and then alright, there's the link. So you can add us at TSUNAMICAST. Right. This is the Discord server link if you want to join our Discord. If you want to join and start talk, it's really empty at the moment. We'd love it if you'd join and start talking to us. We want to build a massive, supportive an amazing community. When eventually we reach memberships, like I've said, there are going to be memberships in place. And obviously, that and Caiger, Kara, and the Rima will have mod roles. So, yeah. Whereas I have the owner role. But yeah, what I will say is, I've got a soundboard, right? A custom soundboard, right? But this is literally what someone that I know from school, college, etc., one of my so-called friends said about me. His name is we're just gonna call him Chicken Pie. I'm just doing that for him because he likes it when I do that. But I'm gonna be mature about it now. Chicken Pie said this about me.
Surprise, surprise, Luke's using takeaways as currency. The big fatty.
That was the full thing. I had to spit in 2 little voice things. But yeah, I don't use takeaways for currency. I'm on a weight loss journey, you motherfucker. But yeah, every time when I'd like write stuff and I'd like do stuff for TSUNAMICAST, I'd write, obviously because I'm writing a lot of the stuff in my spare time. This is literally one of the voice messages he would send me.
Looky Loo.
And another one of my friends, we're just gonna call him. We'll call him Saunders. Saunders sent me this. Well, it's from the old Tsunami Lord channel, but it's the original clip. It's the original deep voice clip from Saunders' speech on the exposing chicken pie video. So yeah, here you go.
And grabbed onto us with his big meaty claws.
He then started playing with a rotting yogurt on the floor. But yeah, what about this for people? And I'm going to play this one last time for people. Hey guys, this is Tsunami Lord, and today what I thought we'd do is today I thought I would talk to you amazing people watching my live stream. Yeah. Can't wait for the new content coming to the show. Obviously, I'm doing the Race for Life on the 8th of June. For a very good cause, obviously, cancer research. Now, the reason why I'm doing the Race for Life is it's obviously for my own physical fitness, but it's for my granddad. It's for him. He sadly passed away in 2020 from prostate cancer a week after my birthday, and obviously it's all very really, really emotional and like really personal to me to do this. I'm gonna try and make him proud as possibly can. We're gonna try and we're gonna try and show cancer who's boss. So yeah, that's coming up soon. KJ isn't obviously on the stream today because I said he could have like time off. Just because I thought, like, nothing against KJ, I thought it'd be like he'd probably find certain technical aspects of this stream a bit hard to understand, and like he's been working really hard recently with his master's degree, etc. So I thought it is a bit of a break, but he will be back with me tomorrow night because we're doing an TSUNAMICAST again, and we're doing an episode about Xbox. In fact, if we go to my channel dashboard, one second, and we got content, and we go to live. The next episode is Xbox, and then after that, it's a morning sort of like stream with me, and we're talking about my old days on YouTube, Retro Tsunami, and then on the evening, me and KJ talking about the Wii console, and then Judgment Day arrives. Tuesday, time to be redeemed. So yeah, that's that. So yeah, What I will say though is that you guys are gonna love Redeemer. You guys are gonna fucking love him. He's fucking amazing. He's funny as anything. I've had some good times with him on like online Xbox with KJ Carrot when we used to mess about when we were teenagers and didn't really give a fuck about anything, just having fun. So yeah, got that to look forward to, and I cannot wait for the time when he goes, why, because it's funny. Like, you don't understand, like, it's childish humour, but it's like, it's not like adult childish humour. It's hilarious. It's just amazing. So yeah, people have said, like, to me, they never thought that I'd do TSUNAMICAST. They never thought like that I'd do one episode and give up, but I'm not giving up. I'm certainly not giving up. What I will say is I'm surprised that it's took off as well as I thought it would. I thought it'd, like, personally I thought we'd do 10 episodes and like people would lose interest, but thanks for the many people who do watch. Thanks to the people who are watching. It means a lot coming back to YouTube and doing this. I will say one thing though, you guys rock, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. You guys fucking rock, because without yous there wouldn't be no us, there'd be no TSUNAMICAST, there'd be no Wave of Talk, there would be nothing really, and I just want to say thank you for that. So I thought I'd do something a little bit special, and I'd play us out to my my theme, not the TSUNAMICAST theme song. No, not the TSUNAMICAST theme song, but to the Tsunami Lord theme song, the new theme song, and here we go. This is for you guys.
From the deep, the legend rises. This is Tsunami Lord. Waves are crashing, the screen ignites. Pixels burn in electric lights. No mercy given, no battle ignored. The games bow down to Tsunami Lord. Level up, lock and load. The oceans rise and the power explodes. Tsunami Lord, rule the game.
Everyone knows my name.
Rock and roll, thunder and light. Tsunami Lord, we own the fight. Controllers blazing, joysticks hot. Bosses crumble, give it all you've got. Tsunami's coming, pick up the pace. One true ruler, never ignored.
All hail
All hail,
Tsunami Lord. Thank you very much. I have been Tsunami Lord. This has been TSUNAMICAST. It's been an amazing show today. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow, and